What's up, you guys? It's Miss Tarian, and we're going to get right into this video. I came across this article just now, and it had me all types of confused at first because I'm like, wait, what? Huh? So I continued to read. This is why the whole non-binary thing kind of confused me, but at the same time, I'll just identify you or acknowledge you as whatever you want me to acknowledge you as. If you want me to call you he, she, whatever pronouns you want to use, just know that that's what I'm going to use. Okay, cool. Because here's what completely threw me off. This person, we're going to call them K in case they have an issue with me saying their full name. We're going to call them K. They identify as a trans man, trans male, a second. Hold on, wait. Miss, what was the term that was at the type in the article? Okay, just know that they identify as trans, because I'm not sure of how that term works. I always confuse them. I don't know. I'm sorry. So Kay was pregnant with his now 10-month-old daughter. No one held the door for him, fussed over his growing belly, or made him feel special in the way that pregnant women are sometimes treated. Because then we wouldn't know that you're pregnant. As they say in the article, they just thought that he had a beer belly. So here it is, a transgender man. Yeah, that's what it was. As a transgender man, that's what he identifies as. He is relieved that no one knew the truth because, there are stereotypes that he wouldn't have to worry about violence against him, so on and so forth. I will put the link in the description. So, and I quote, I'm reading this. "I didn't have to walk around in fear, worrying that people wanted to inflict violence on me." They said. They thought I had a beer belly. I was 32 weeks pregnant, and they show a photo of them being pregnant. Seems like a lifetime ago. As I am sitting here listening to Journey talk shit in her crib right now, smiley faces. Next weekend, trans masculine fertility and birth workshops. I am offering a very limited amount of pay what you can tickets. Must contact me directly to purchase. Full prices can be purchased via, and they said where. Okay, so we're gonna call this person C, or CC, CC, who also has a 7-year-old daughter, is one of the growing number of advocates trying to educate the public and the medical community about what it is like to navigate pregnancy, childbirth, and the postpartum experience as a trans person, and dispel stereotypes about trans people that he said even healthcare workers believe. Trans people already face high rates of violence, discrimination, and harassment. In the world of pregnancy and childbirth, their struggles are only magnified. The 34-year-old called both of his pregnancies very, don't come for me. Certain words I just can't say it. Tumultuous? Tumultuous? Let me say it right. There was a lot of trauma, he said. Most of that came from inside the birthing world with medical professionals. There was a lot of questioning about my identity, a lot of misgendering, being told I should be in spaces being told I shouldn't be in spaces I was seeking care from because they were considered women's spaces. I was offered an abortion a ridiculous amounts of times. Why would they offer you an abortion though? If nothing's wrong with the pregnancy, why are they pushing abortion? I was offered an abortion. Oh, they're just saying that again. Okay, birth workers say the current medical system isn't set up to support trans birthing people. And we're going to skip down to where even I was saying the same thing, because I'm like, I'm sure you're going to think the same thing as me too, right? Pregnancy literature is geared towards heterosexual, cisgender people. A certified professional midwife and founder of Refuge Midwifery in Philadelphia. That's who all the images are geared towards and the resources geared towards from the get-go. They're having to hack a system that wasn't set up for their needs. So their thing is that the whole pregnancy thing, all the images is geared towards heterosexual couples or cisgender what you got, people, persons, individuals. Yeah. So from the little psychology that I did do for the little ASU thing, that's how I know. Like I said, cisgender is the gender that you were, I think that's the gender you were born with. And at the same time, for someone who is biologically, let me see, hopefully I'm using the right terms, biologically a female, you will not have an issue navigating the whole pregnancy thing. Where you will come across having an issue is where they keep asking, is the boyfriend coming today? Is the husband coming today? Because they expect that it's gonna be a man and a woman, and it's just that's how we program. Man, woman need the man to make the baby, and you need the sperm to fertilize the egg, so on and so forth, right? So for two women having children together, that's one annoying issue that they'll run into. But at the same time, the literature for the whole pregnancy thing, that gonna be the same. It's gonna show you the same woman all the while. All right, well, not even the same picture of the woman, but you know, the skin tone might be different. But biologically, the breasts, them, the hips, bottom, fallopian tubes, all of that is going to be there. So when they were saying that they were not seeing an app or image catered towards them, even I am wondering, what the hell would that look like? Because technically, biologically, you are a woman, otherwise you couldn't carry the baby. The issue is you do not identify as a woman, you want to identify as a man. And as such, you know, they got rid of their breasts and probably taking testosterone, because, or maybe they just get rid of their breasts. I don't know. I have not read through their whole, I haven't clicked on their profile to see what and what they do, because even I was confused. I'm like, hold on, especially when they're saying, oh, man has baby for the first time. I'm like, how yeah, like you don't have a womb, you don't have a uterus, how are you going to have the baby? And every time I click on those kind of stuff, it's always a woman who identifies as a man. And obviously you still have to have the vagina, you still have to have the womb, you still have to have the uterus, you still have to have all of that to carry the child to a full term. So my question now is, for some of these people, is it that, because the moment I saw this person's picture and I started reading this, I'm like, so are you having C-sections every time you have your child? Or do you keep down there, so as they, you know, the labias, you keep the labias, or did you turn those into a like a tail, like a penis, you know? Did you change down there? Those are the things that I always wonder about, and you know, I can't really ask because I don't want to come off as being rude. So most time I go to Google and I'm asking, like, Google, so if you identify as a man but you're biologically a woman but you date women, how does that work? Do you still identify as straight? Because technically from us looking in, we're just going to see two male, a man and a woman, and you identify as a man. So would you just identify yourself as straight, or would you identify yourself as straight, or how would that work? And vice versa, if you are a man and you decide that you want to identify as a woman and you go through the whole sex change and the hormones and everything, do you now identify as straight if you decide to date men or women, or how? You get what I'm trying to say? Me always confused, and as such, I don't question it. I just say, you know what, do what you want to. Do you want to identify as a man? You want to identify as a woman? Me no business. I don't know. Whatever you want to identify as, go ahead. I always wonder about the same bathroom situation as well. Like, do you obviously the same way how they did not want this person in the birthing centers, because we see a male, we see a man, and as such, You having to you're going to whether you like it or not, you're going to constantly have to explain that I identify as a male and I look like a male, but biologically, as you can see, you do an ultrasound, you can see the baby is in there, all of that fool. You're going to have to do that over and over and over again. As such, I believe that it would be easier if they probably had their own centers, because at least here they wouldn't constantly be questioning you and looking at you and judging you like, what are you doing here? Because you don't fit the image. Because as you said, it's typically women, and they actually said it's typically an image of a white woman, and don't fit any of the image. So you're going to constantly have all of this stress and headache, right? So I don't know if you can answer some of these questions that I'm asking right now. Feel free to answer them down below. Leave your thoughts in the comment section, and I don't bother come about the Bible, and the Bible says Adam and Eve and not Adam and Steve and abomination and fire and hell. We're not talking about that foolishness right now. I'm sick and tired of hear that. I hear that from a little bit from your idea. I need me to hear that. It not gonna change. Get over it. You don't like them, that's fine. You don't like this video, don't watch it. You don't want to hear what I'm saying, you don't want to see this topic, block it out. Just block it out. I just saw it go. But if you're not going to have decent, civilized conversations under this video in the comment section, just don't waste time. Because really and truly, what do you think? Wouldn't it be better to have their own centers? Or does that sound, or me saying that sound rude? Because even before, when I was at first hearing this thing where obviously they're being judged, because you see outwardly you're seeing a man going into a female bathroom, mix. So what do? I said, well, everybody should have their own bathrooms. You have a bathroom for a male and a female, and then you probably can have a bathroom that says transgender, or maybe I can just start saying cisgender. I don't know, change up the label to say cisgender male or cisgender female. Just try to figure out how the whole topics and stuff go. Because even the other day on YouTube, I saw a video that said what was it? It was some comment about the lgbtqia, and then I think it was like the OU something. Like, let me see if I can look it up, because when I saw that, I'm like, what is that? I immediately went to the comment section. I'm like, I'm in sociology now. When I was trying to do the sociology course, I saw the lgbtqia. What is the OU or something like that? Let me see. Was it OU? Maybe it wasn't OU, but it was something else. And then I think they said that heading was for people who, what was it? Don't feel what is it? I think it was like sexual attractions to other persons. Asaiga? I don't remember. I can't find it either. That's the annoying thing. But if you know what that is, if you know what I'm talking about, and if you know about the post, educate me in the comment section, because I don't even know how to Google it to say this is what it was. I don't even know what term to Google, because man, I don't understand the term. Like, I know, stress me out. If you want to identify as a pineapple, identify as a pineapple. You want to identify as this, keep this mouse, go ahead. What do you want me to identify? What do you want me to call you? Just tell me no. You say what your name, Jason, I should just call you Jason. And every time, just say Jason. I don't even say Jason is watching TV. They like to watch TV. Though you cannot use like he, she, all of that. We're just gonna use they and them something there, because I don't wanna stress me out. I don't wanna stress me out at all. I don't know. I don't know how that work. I don't know. I don't understand it. So for the people who understand it and know how it work, comment in the comment section below. Please be respectful, and if you can't be respectful, then there's a red X. You can click it and just, leave. It's Miss Taryn signing out. See you next time. Bye. Oh, by the way, I got this wig and this outfit. My jacket kind of the old school. Wig, earring, outfit from Shein. She look nicey. She look nicey. She's oh. Anyways, this is Mr. and signing out. See you next time. Bye.